The best movie since Endgame. Marvel is so back. This is the best thing to come out from Marvel in years. All those are things that have been said about the Thunderbolts. Do Trey and I agree with that? Bold statements, but we'll give our thoughts here in our spoiler-filled review. This is Con Culture Podcast. Spoiler review of the Thunderbolts. Spoiler review. Spoilers. Heads up. Spoilers ahead. You've been warned. That's all the warning you're going to get. So let's dive right into it. Now, no other ones. Trey, what is your initial emotional reaction to this movie? Just boom, off the top of your head. How did this movie make you feel? What was your experience like? Give us a quick breakdown of just your experience watching this film.
Marvel has done this to me twice now, where it has given me therapy that I didn't know I needed.
100%.
Like the last time this happened was No Way Home, when I was experiencing grief in my family. And It showed me how to overcome that and how to navigate all that pain, all that loss with the power of friendship. And it did that again with this one, with battling depression, self-worth, and navigating it with your friends. And I was a blubbering idiot. And how dare you, Marvel? How dare you?
Yeah, it's been the theme since Endgame. Marvel has been our therapist. I'm going to have to agree. The one that's hit me probably hardest since WandaVision. WandaVision was my therapy in dealing with my grief and the loss of a loved one. The best description of grief I've ever heard in any medium was in WandaVision, where Wanda's describing grief, the loss, and what it feels like. And I just could not breathe in that scene. I was crying so hard. But this movie does the same. Sentry being a proxy for bipolar disorder, me suffering from bipolar disorder, like not just him though, everyone on the cast, you get to see everybody's struggle and internal battles that they're facing. So yeah, emotionally I was wrecked after this. And I cried. I wasn't ready. Film. Yeah, I cried. I was literally going to say that. I was left like, what happened to me? Like, that movie was a journey, but it was an enjoyable one because I laughed, I cried, all the emotions came out. Let's talk a little bit about the plot. This was an awesome movie because we already had experience with the characters in the shows. Like, we knew who they were. We kind of knew where they came from, even though one of them was like from Ant-Man. It was kind of far away. They gave us enough to know that these guys aren't good guys. They're not heroes. They're mercs. They're assassins. They're doing dirty work.
Yeah, they're anti-heroes.
But yeah, they're anti-heroes. But to see them blend together so roughly, they didn't just like, we're a team. No, they did it the right way. It was like, I don't trust you. Backstab. Maybe.
They would never work with each other. Like, they're the worst people that would ever. They're working with each other.
They're losers. Like, she literally calls them losers. I love the villain in it. I love that they undersell them the whole way, and everyone thinks they're losers. Like, Alexi's a limo driver. Yeah, even themselves. That's a great point, Trey. They themselves see themselves in a very negative light.
No one here is a hero.
We all have things that we regret.
But I have so many.
And the only way to succeed in this film is to change that mindset.
That's
the only way they were going to beat it. 100%. The main theme for the movie was battling your internal demons, or you're never going to have a shot to take on anything. And we know why the asterisk is there. We did get that explained in the film. So Thunderbolts asterisk makes total sense, guys. But yeah, that was the plot of the movie was anti-heroes having to play hero, going on to become hero through facing their demons. And there was a lot of oh shit moments in this movie for me. But what was yours, Trey? What was your oh shit movie where you were like, oh, did they just do that?
I mean, besides like the classic like end credit scenes that they do.
Yes.
Which we'll dive into that shortly.
Mm-hmm.
My oh shit moment, I was hoping they were going to do it in this movie, and they did when they finally dealt with Yelena and Alexei dealing with the loss of Natasha. I mean, it was just like,
God.
Like that scene hit me so hard. It's like, where were you? It's like, I needed you, Daddy. Like, and like like literally calls her daddy. It's like she's so
Yeah.
vulnerable in that moment.
Yeah.
And
He's like, I
it
thought
just,
you didn't want me there.
yeah, it's like that's when she
I
needed you the
did.
most. It's like, yeah,
I did.
it's like that broke me. And like, yeah, it was beautiful performances by them. That was just an oh shit moment. We went there.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Florence Pugh was perfectly flawed.
yes.
Perfectly flawed. Like so good in her loss, and just the numbness. It wasn't even a depression, it was a numbness. There was
It's just
nothing
that
there.
self-reflection. Who's ever battled that before? It's like I literally just sit there all day and I think of all the bad stuff I do.
Yep.
And
I
it's
go to
like,
work, I come
like,
back, and I
what's
think
the-
of how much of a failure I am.
yeah, what's the point? Nothing matters. And it's like
Yeah.
that's a common theme you tell yourself when you're going through that. And like
Yep.
this was just like I said earlier, this is a message I really needed to hear.
Yeah. And I think I resonated a lot with Sentries, because this is a being who's super intelligent, super powerful.
Oh yeah.
He gains that ability so he can really see the futility of life. Like the universe is going to end in a big chill. All of this is for nothing. He knows with certainty how pointless it all is. And that lets the void take over. That lets the void swallow him whole. He's a loser that's never going to change. And anyway, this all goes away. Nothing matters. Like it takes the emptiness that Yelena's feeling, and it puts it on a cosmic universal scale. Like it magnifies it to such a high degree that, yeah, it's evident to see why they identified with each other and why they clicked, because they were going through the same thing, just at different scales. And this movie was just such an awesome metaphor for so many mental disorders. And they even called it delusions of grandeur is a symptom of bipolar disorder. And they flat out say it in the movie. It's got delusions of grandeur, and they go over his list of disorders. That is what bipolar disorder can do to you. It can make you feel superhuman and give you superhuman abilities. You can think faster than most people. You can be good at so many things at a high level, but you also won't get out of bed certain days.
Yep.
You'll forget to take care of the most basic needs you have. Like
You
it's such
stay in that quiet room.
Yes, you crumble up in the ball and you let the void take over. This movie did a great job of displaying that. Not just them, but the other characters. Walker just lying like, I'm good. I used to be Captain America. I
got a wife and kid.
Yeah, I got a wife and kid, you losers. No, his wife and kid left him.
Because he's an asshole.
Yeah, because he's an asshole, and he couldn't get over the fact that he lost his opportunity, or he wasn't that guy. He couldn't forgive himself for slipping up. Anymore. Yeah, he was just stuck in the past with his past mistakes. Yeah, them going there with Sentry and really digging into that is going to help a lot of people hopefully get in a better space. But that's what comics have been doing. Comics have been guiding us through hard times since their inception. So I love that was on brand. That was on theme. But we had some deaths in this movie.
Oh.
I was not expecting that. And some death scares. So Taskmaster doesn't make it out the first 5 minutes of this film. Well, I guess the first 10 minutes of this film.
They're all over the advertising and marketing. I'm just like, all right, Taskmaster. Boom! Oh, shit!
Taskmaster just got. Yeah, it's insane that they just boom snuffed out, and they showed her face.
Yeah,
like it's like, oh, okay, the actress is back. Boom, dead. Nope, not gonna be a part of that.
Did not see that coming.
Yeah, it was shocking. It was jarring. Though the death I thought that happened was Yelena walking into the void. I thought, holy shit, she got endgamed.
I was scared for that minute, but I was like, no, like they showed Florence Pugh on the chairs. She's gonna be in Doomsday, so like their character's not done. Like,
yeah,
there's no way.
All of that left my brain when I saw her poof. But
oh yeah,
my son Jordan pointed out.
Oh,
they broke all the rules of movie tropes when they. Yeah. I thought they killed the kid.
Oh,
like
yeah.
He saves him. Oh, he saves the building debris. Boom, and then the kid just poof. I was like, what the hell just happened?
Like, this is a Disney film.
This is a Disney film, and we're killing kids. I can see why people like it. I can see why people say Marvel's back. They're not afraid to do crazy stuff. But no, the tone of this film is fun with all the darkness and all the stuff me and Trey are sharing about just the personal grief, the depression, the bipolar disorder. This was a fun ass movie.
It's hilarious.
It allowed you to laugh at the darkness, and it
I
wasn't
was on
corny.
meth.
Yeah, I was on meth. It wasn't corny. It wasn't like cheesy, campy. It was in the moment humor. That was really fucking funny. I loved Bob. He was very endearing and also terrifying when he became the Void. That was really cool as a comic fan, just seeing how accurately they portray just the black and the darkness taking over stuff.
Just
was pretty
eyes.
freaking.
Yeah, not even that, just the reflection of the eyes, which is like, whoa.
Yep. I loved it. And it was a fun ride through and through for us. What was your favorite part of the movie? What was your highlight of the film, Trey?
Oh, gosh. There's so many, which is hard.
Yeah.
Can I say 2?
No.
Damn.
Favorite part, the highlight.
Okay, my highlight, just because just the emotional journey it took me on is literally when Yelena becomes the light in the darkness. Literally goes to Bob when he's trying to beat the hell out of the Void version of himself.
You're not alone.
Where the Void, he's just like, it's okay. I'm here.
I'm with you. I'm here with you. You're not alone.
And then they all come in and they all start hugging him. I lost it. I couldn't console myself. It was just like, I'm going to get all mushy with you. That's what you and the podcast are with me. You're my friends. Like, you're the people that take me out of that moment when I'm like, they don't even care about you. Like when he's having all that self-hate talk, I'm guilty of having those moments with myself so many times. Mm-hmm. And it was just a slap in the face from Marvel being like, your friends are the lightness in your dark, and they're the ones that help pull you out of it. But at the end, you're still the one that has to do it. You're still the one that has to take it on yourself.
You have to do it.
Stop beating myself up, literally.
Mm-hmm. So, and they all do that. I love that they all went on that journey. All of them had a good arc. Like Walker could forgive himself. Even Bucky, being the awesome leader, he's like, look, if you're gonna stay there with your problems, you're gonna be there forever. You're either gonna get past it or you're stuck with it forever and you never leave that space.
I love that line. Like, I was real quick. I was fine. I had a quick journey through here. It's like, I've done the work already.
Yeah. Wakanda. He just popped right through. Absolutely. Wakanda helped him get that.
And his therapist in Falcon Winter Soldier that he had when he went through all his past sins.
Yes. It was awesome. I loved all of it. He went through his process and he helped guide them through theirs. Yeah. But this movie was honestly everything that people said it was. The highlight for me, I would say, damn, that one's a hard one.
It was when Bob tied his shirt off, right?
Yeah, Bob looked great. He really pulled it in. But I'd have to say the highlight for me was when they pulled Alexei back in, because you see him throw him out the window, and there was so many rumors that the Red Guardian was going to die in this film.
Yes,
I was like, he's about to drop him, like he's about to die.
Yeah,
and then he pulls him back in, and I was like, oh, thank God, oh my lord. Yeah,
so just showing
that was
Sentry showing his pure awesomeness. And power.
Showing his power and ability was awesome. I love that fight scene. It was so good. It made
me wonder, like, how could the Avengers take him on? Like, I can't think of anyone that could take him on. Not even Captain Marvel. Like, nobody could match his strength.
Yes, it was so cool. Like, this dude in the comics takes on the Hulk and beats him out of his Hulk form. Like, he takes on World War Hulk, not just any Hulk.
Yeah,
the strongest form of Hulk, World War Hulk. Like, it was so cool to see, and they pulled it off really well, making him terrifying and intimidating. But I like that it went back to the Avengers roots of having the heroes or anti-heroes fight each other using their styles and moves, and like, it was pretty cool. But I can talk about this film all day, but we want to make an entertaining YouTube video and give our thoughts in a short, concise time. So what is your final takeaway, Trey? What would you rate this film? What would you give it?
Oof. I would give it a solid 8.5. The reason it's not a 9 or 10 is Baron Zemo was not in this film. That's a character I wanted in this. And they hinted at him so
he's
much
the
being
original.
in the Thunderbolts. And I thought he was going to be the leader, and nothing. So that's why it's not a 10 for me.
Yeah,
but I'm hoping it's because they're saving him for something else.
No, they cleared that up in the comics. Originally, the Thunderbolts are started by Baron Zemo in the comics, but the latest run of the comics has it's closer to the MCU. It has Bucky in there. It has all the characters from the movie in the newest run of the comics, the current run of Thunderbolts.
Because the last time they showed this character was in the Falcon Winter Soldier show, and I was like, okay, are we going to get to see him again in this movie?
Nope.
Nothing. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he was in some of the original marketing for it.
I thought he was on the raft. I thought they put him back in the raft.
I thought he was on the raft, and I could have sworn he was in some of the early posters that they released for this, and then cut.
I don't know what they're going to do with him, when they're going to use him, if they're going to use him. Yeah. But one thing we can say for certain is the asterisk had a purpose. In the end of the movie, Miss DeFontaine. I loved her. The courtroom scene was awesome with that. Valentina goes out to the curtain because she's about to get arrested by the Thunderbolts, and goes out to the curtain and makes it seem like they were her heroes the whole time, played it up, and introduced us to the new Avengers. For comics fans, you know the new Avengers. We have West Coast Avengers, we have Avengers, and there is the new Avengers. That's why the asterisk was on the Thunderbolt symbol, because they're not the Thunderbolts, they're the new Avengers.
The Avengers with the Z.
With the Z. It was very fitting to have the asterisk there. So that's the explanation for the asterisk. For those, if you didn't catch it, that's why they put it there, because at the end of the film, they become the new Avengers. We flash forward to a post-credit scene 18 months later.
Not my Avengers.
Yeah, exactly. We have multiple Avengers, because now Sam's making his Avengers. You got the new Avengers. You probably have the West Coast Avengers or the young Avengers with Miss Marvel. So yeah, it's going to be an Avenger circus. But my rating of this film is 8.5, same as Trey's. It was great. It was a fun ride. I had a day to think on it. Asked me yesterday, it was a 9.5. Asked me today, no, I'm going to give it a 9. I'm going to go in between my yesterday and today reaction. I'm going to give it a 9 because it was a fun film, and talking about it again right now just made me realize how many parts of that movie I love, and I'm going to rewatch it. I don't rewatch movies.
Yeah,
I watch movies see it again once. I watch movies once, and I only ever rewatch them if they break my top 10 movies of all time. I don't rewatch movies. I've never really watched a movie multiple times. I just I got it. I've only seen 3 Marvel movies more than once: Winter Soldier, Infinity War, and Endgame. That's it. That's all I've ever seen more than once. Man of Steel is another superhero I've watched more than once. But yeah, I generally don't rewatch movies. I don't have the time. So the fact that I want to rewatch Thunderbolts says how good. It says how good this movie is. So I give it a 9. Trey gives it an 8.5. What do you give it though? You saw the movie. You did if you're watching a spoiler review. If not, maybe you just like shit spoiled for you. I don't know. Whatever your kink is. We're not judging. Go ahead. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Exactly. There's no shame here. Leave your thoughts in the comments. But other than that, like, subscribe. Be sure to mash all the buttons. Press everything until something clicks or dings back at you. Thank y'all so much for watching, guys. This is Juan and Trey with Con Culture Podcast. And we're out.